It's been tough to keep up with all the developments in the world of AI in the last few years. And, there's a lot of new companies popping up, a lot of existing companies making some fundamental shifts. So lots to talk about here, and certainly value your perspective on this. So what surprised you most about maybe this time this year versus last year?
I think a couple things. One, I feel like, a year ago we were trying to automate tasks, look for efficiency gains, trying to do some, where can these tools make some small but mighty changes? And I feel like we're to the point where we're just getting better at creating some really highly tailored experiences for our customers versus just trying to have us save a little bit of time, a little bit of money, a little bit of resources, where they're becoming more meaningful, which I don't know if that surprised me. I just think we're getting better and smarter. I think was probably the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I also feel like, we've talked a lot about marketing, how you can, let's move fast and break things. And I'm really, really happy that I don't feel like, I think from a year ago to now, I think we're stopping that. Like AI is not something you want to move fast and break. So I think we are getting really laser focused on ethics, making sure we're doing the right thing, being a little slower, a little more methodical about what things we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good to hear, right? It's because, there's definitely, it's not without its potential challenges and everything like that. So that's good to hear. What about startup activity in the AI space? Certainly, we've been hearing I lost track of how many AI related startups, whether those are truly AI or just startups that are tacking that onto their features to raise money or something. But, what are you seeing in the startup activity? And, do you see some rapid consolidation in the months ahead just based on how many kind of popped up out of nowhere?
Yeah, it's such a crowded landscape. And you said it best. You look at Scott Brinker's marketing landscape, and there's 13,000 companies on there. And it's to the point where I showed it at a presentation and someone was like, can you zoom in? I'm like, no, I can't zoom in. This is the best I got. So there's just so many, like you said, not all of those are AI, but is representative of how many tech companies are out there, whether they are AI companies, tech companies who are now figuring out how to embed AI into what they're doing because they have to do so to survive. But I do think that startups are very, very valuable, in my opinion, for a couple of reasons. One, I feel like they help the bigger tech companies solve specific problems. And I think they become really attractive acquisition targets because there could be the OpenAIs, the Googles, all these other the big companies that have the money that say, we are missing this critical piece to this. And rather than having our team go out and do it, we have a company that knows what they're doing. So I think that's really valuable. And it also helps those small companies that have the talent, have the knowledge, have the resource, not even the resources, but they know what needs to get done, but they don't have the heavy funding. So it kind of gives them a chance to grow.
Yeah.
But I think I do like the smaller companies. I feel like the smaller companies are the ones, and many of the people that I know that have started these small tech companies, AI companies, they're the ones that have been in the weeds, in the trenches, and most of their tech is born out of their need to build it because they couldn't find someone else doing it.
Yeah.
So us as marketers, those are the ones we really appreciate because we're they get exactly what we're dealing with. And I think they're very, very important for them. And if they build this and they're acquired, good for them. But it does then in turn for all of us marketers make the bigger companies even stronger.